My Lord Lieutenant, Lord Mayor, Your Grace, Chair of the University Council, ladies and gentlemen. Mae'n hyfrydwch o'r mwyaf gen I gael eich croesawu chi'n gynnes iawn yma I ddinas Abertawe ar gyfer seremoni dathlu llwyddiant gwaddedigion y Prifysgol ar gyfer eleni. It's a great pleasure for me as Vice-Chancellor to welcome you all here to the Brangwyn Hall, to this great city, to celebrate the success of the graduates of the University of Wales, Trinity St David. Over the last 2 weeks, the staff, the fellows, the students have been partying. Some have been partying very hard in celebrating the success of our students. And it gives me great pleasure as Vice-Chancellor to congratulate you and to address you this morning. 3 years have gone by so quickly. I wonder what will you miss as you take your leave. Those very long hours in the study rooms or those even longer hours in Wine Street, that's up for you to decide. It's a shame that you can't stand here and see the glee and the smiles on the faces of your friends and supporters and family. They really are proud of you. If I could only capture the smile on their faces. Can I humbly suggest that there's never been a better opportunity than this afternoon and to ask them for that £5,000 in a cheque for a new car. I think you'll find that everybody will receive that cheque in the post. We stand here in our formal regalia, linking the traditions of the medieval collegium with the modern world. We stand here, representation from the Crown, from civic societies, from the university, to honour you, to mark your distinction, and to pay tribute to your academic achievements. And we join with your friends in saluting your academic success. But perhaps you'll forgive me for a moment if I address your parents and colleagues, because we are very much aware of the support that you have given. It's not easy these days supporting youngsters through university education, and I'm sure that you would want to join with me in expressing your gratitude to your family and friends for all the support. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi. It's also an opportunity for me as Vice-Chancellor to express my gratitude to the academic staff and professional staff of the university. Within very difficult times for universities in Wales and further afield, the staff of this university have offered outstanding service. The professionalism, the creative artistry of the staff have offered you today the best education, university education we could give you. And I'm indebted to you for all your hard work. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi. Llawer iawn o diolch. Whilst university convocations, of course, are an opportunity to celebrate the success of the graduates, it is also an opportunity for the university collectively to pay tribute and to mark distinction of worthy men and women who have made an enormous contribution to the life of Wales and further afield. And within this ceremony today, we have the honour of receiving Maggie Philbin to a fellowship of the university. Can I welcome you and can I thank you for the outstanding service that you have given and being such an ambassador in the context of your discipline. Croeso cynnes iawn I chi. It is also our great honour this morning that the university, in the name of Wales, has the opportunity to present an honorary doctorate to the Most Reverend John Davies, Archbishop of Wales. Your Grace, we're delighted that you are here. May I personally extend a very warm welcome to you and to your family. And can I express our gratitude as a people of Wales for your leadership, for the integrity of the ministry that you have shown, not only in the context of the Church of Wales, but to support the citizens of Wales. We thank you. Diolch yn fawr I chi. We live in a troubled world, a world where it's desperately calling out for creativity, for conviction, for people who are prepared to test, to challenge, and to look to new opportunities, and to identify the beauty that lies within. Today, so many of you will link to disciplines that have been given the opportunity to learn the profession of art, of creative design, to capture the beauty of language, the beauty of music, the beauty of thought, and to depict that, be that within pictures, within animation, or within creative photography. You know, as I do, that the real word and the real value of educare is to draw out that which lies within. And as artists, as creative interpreters of our communities and of our society, you have so much to offer. You have been the privileged ones. You have been given 3 years to test, to challenge, to identify new ways of thinking, 3 years of being part of a community that now prepares you not only for a professional career, but prepares you also to make a difference within our communities. On occasions like these, Vice-Chancellors tend to boast about the millions of pounds that have come into universities, and they all claim that their university is the best. I don't want to do that. I want to simply focus on 1 or 2 words for you. Because today, as you cross this stage, as you start on the tapestry of creative engagement within your disciplines, you now have an opportunity to rediscover the beauty within our communities. We've lost that. We focus upon the negativity, the questioning, the dark days. You, through your artistry, can find the light. You, through your artistry, can identify the common good and the beauty which lies within. That is the art of the artist. Use the watercolors well. Identify the real opportunities. Now is the opportunity for you to give something back. Today, you gain your BA. That's excellent news. But do remember that those are only the first 2 letters of the alphabet. And there's so much more to learn within the University of Life. Some of you will become legends within your own CVs. I have no doubt. But all of you have the ability, the intellectual capacity to do good, to seek goodness, to identify and depict the truth through beauty, through art, and make a difference within our world. I pray that you will be confident challengers. You will be confident artists that will not be defined by dogma or political strife, but will seek to identify the new interpretive ways of seeing the best within our communities. Be honest facilitators. And when you fail, as you will, there's nothing wrong with failure. We've all failed. Just pick yourself up and start again. And when you do see somebody down, go down and support them. Because in that single act of support, of helping somebody else to see creativity, to see goodness in themselves, you will gain so much, much more than any PhD of any university can offer you. Learn the value of humility, of service. Let your art be the ministry of service to show a better community and how young individuals can make a difference within our world. You are the change agents, the ambassadors of change that will make a difference, because the world is yours. The world is yours to depict, to recreate, to deconstruct, and to build anew. Seek the common good and do that with spirit, with integrity, and with opportunity. And you start on your journey, that fantastic journey that will take you all over the world. Always remember that it was here, in this university, this alma mater, that offered you the opportunity to learn the value of beauty, of truth. Whether you realize this or not, at the end of this ceremony, you would join a guild of graduates where there are hundreds of thousands of individuals all over the world that carry with them a single name on their professional CV. And that single word is Wales. Prifysgol Cymru. Prifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant. Today you become ambassadors of Wales, of this great learning country, where education has been at the heart of our political, social, and cultural reform. Be proud as ambassadors. Use your artistry to celebrate the best of Wales, identify the best of Wales, and depict that, not only in your art, but also in your lives. May God bless you. May his countenance always be with you. Let that creative spirit also support you, so you now can go out to seek truth, to depict truth, and make a difference. All I can say to you, class 2019, I wish you well. I bid you joy. Llongyfarchiadau. Pob dymuniad da.
Gorau awen gwirionedd, bydded hysbys i aelodau'r Prifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol, y cynelir ar y 15fed, unfed ar 15 a'r ail ar 15 o Orffennaf 2019, yma Ninas Abertawe, gynulliad awdurdodedig Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant, i dderbyn i'w priodol raddau bersonau da ei gair sydd trwy erfydiaeth yn y Prifysgol a thrwy ddysg medr a dyfalbarhad wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ac ordeiniadau'r cyrff dyfarnu, gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad da iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl i wasanaethu eu cenhedlaeth a'i gwlad dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleuni a gyfryd mewn tywyllwch, ath dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladaint yr hen diffeithleoedd. Gorau awen gwirionedd, the best inspiration is truth. Be it known to members of the University and all here present that authorised congregations of the University of Wales Trinity St David are being held here in the city of Swansea on the 15th, 16th and 17th of July 2019 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinance of the awarding bodies, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and they shall be of the old waste places, shall build the old waste places.
Byddai'r hysbys i aelodau'r Prifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol fod Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant wedi roddi'r awdurdod i'r athro Medwyn Hughes, dderbyn i'w graddau, fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd raddau yn unol ar reolau'r Prifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r myfyrwyr y gellir ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn ar y restri printiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the University and to all who are present that the University of Wales Trinity St David has granted authority to Professor Medwyn Hughes to admit to their degrees students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have qualified for degrees according to regulations of the University. The names of the students that can be admitted to their degrees at this congregation can be found on the printed lists that have been distributed.
Honorary Awards Ganghellor. Cyflwyno fi ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd doethur mewn athroniaeth. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have gained the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Richard Keating. Alan Reynolds. Honorary Awards Ganghellor. Cyflwynodd i ti ddisgybl o Prifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd radd athro mewn athroniaeth. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained the degree of Master of Philosophy. Al Kang. Anwydyddus is-ganghellor. Cyflwynodd i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd radd athro yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Arts. In 3D animation, Stuart Kerry Gill. Rachel Elizabeth Piper. For Fine Art, Joe Timothy Coleman. Julie Duncan. Angela Fairbank. Rowan Isabel Huntley. For Glass, Helen Janet Dahl Hansen. For Photography, Shelley Allison Hopkins. Georgia Bryony Jacqueline Mingham. Lara Jane Seaborn. Sarah Jane Elizabeth Webb. For Product Design and Innovation, David John Jarvis. Anwydyddus is-ganghellor. Cyflwynodd i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd radd Meister mewn celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master in Arts. For 3D animation, Corey Lee Early. Sean Patrick Alois Ferris. Michael Hagowski. Charlotte Holly Preston. Santosh Rai. For Creative Computer Games Design, Ruth Sarah Ellen Hennigan. Ben Long. For Film and TV, Anthony Christopher Bishop. Jamie Lewis Brown. James Colvin. Rhianwen Davis. Eduardo George de Shul Pereira. Curtis Fernandez. Alexander Jones. Bradley Kaler. Liam King. Kimberly McLennan. Miriam Noseworthy. Alicia May Pedersen. George Paul Reynolds. John Rose. Jack Walter Simmons. Katie Ward. Benjamin Martin Wheeler. Jack Wilson. For Fine Art, Alicia Branowska. Photography and the Arts, Peter Alfred Green. Susan Adele Hughes. For photojournalism and documentary photography, Richard Lloyd Harding. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor. Cyflwyna fi ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd radd Meister mewn dylunio. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Design. For graphic design, Saffron Chloe Hewitt. And for surface pattern design, Corey Beth Jones. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, cyflwyna fi ti ddisgybl o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd radd Meister mewn cerddoriaeth. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained a Master of Music, a degree of Master of Music. For music technology, Corey Joshua Jim Davis. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor. Cyflwynaf I ti ddisgybl o Prifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd dystysgrif olraddedig. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained a postgraduate certificate in Fine Art, Patricia Angelica de Souza. Anri Davies, Is Ganghellor. Cyflwynaf I ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Arts. For 3D animation, Roari Evans. Anwar Kamis. Callum Ring. For advertising and brand design, Fatima Al-Jaboubi. Lewis John Blakemore. Eleanor Lois Holly Bond. Amber Howie.
That's the power of art, you see.
Laurie Simmons. For applied drama, Jay Bowbanks. Jodie Louise Fraser. Alison Goff. Cameron Hester. Caris Rhiannon Phillips. Matthew Rosolemos. For automotive design, Ben Charles. Connell Davidson. Rhys James Golding. Samuel Griffin. Lawrence Scott Hanby. Reuben Daniel Albert Lansley. Ryan Lynch. Dermot Egan Marsden. J. Morris. Ben Padham. Murray Smith. Maximiliano Sotil. James Stone. Jennifer Maria Williams. Laura Wise. For contemporary performance, Niamh Coyle Proven. Vicky Catherine Shaw. For creative computer games design, Daniel Burns. And Joel Burns. Aled Robert Charles. Connor John Furno. Summer Sade Gomez. Martina Grech. Adam Head. Owain William Maurice Hillier. Bradley John Lowley Jones. Alex King. Alexander Sheldon. Toby Wheeler. Rachel Louise Williams. Maxine Alexandra Winter. For digital arts, Christopher Edward Cyrus Friend. For film and TV, Daniel Ford. For Tia Annika Jennifer Gallia. Muna Jama. Richard John Magnus. Jordan Rees. Matthew Adam Stevens. For Fine Art, Melissa Milanka Belancant Rodriguez. Alison Danielle Bater. Lydia Emily Courtier. Georgia Evans. Jody Louise Harris. Katie Hopkins. Amy Lee James. Nolene Christina Jones. Katie Jane Phillips. Alina Skoroda. Michelle Tozer. Liliella Westacott. Laura Elizabeth Levick Wright. For Glass Architectural Arts, Alan Burgess. Stephanie Ann Duffy. Sushanya Meesing. Bethan Sean Yates. For graphic design, Sharat Ahmed. Shauna Bowen. Ashley Chivers. Gemma Lee Conboy. Verine Muriel de Costantino. Ryan Ellis Dark. Rhys Lloyd Davis. Lin Hong Duong. Benjamin Joseph East. Megan Lily Edge. Joseph Benjamin Jeffrey Grigg. Katie Jones. Callum Lewis. Joseph Lewis. Mark Lewis. Emily Olivia May Marsh. Amber Morris. Courtney Price. Samuel David Quinn. Cameron James Ridgway. Tessa Rhiannon Roberts. Gabriella Senick. And Kelly Whitcomb. For illustration, Hannah Blything. Emily Jane Botting. Alexandra Sinead Davis. Rosie May Fox. Samantha Gabriel. Stefan Antonio Grasso. Hannah Louise Harris. Jade Harris. Owen Harry. Elise Hopkins. Ocean Hughes. Faith Jenkins. Kira Elspeth Jones. Bruno Libano. Annalise Victoria Lowe. Gwyneth Emily Mager. Lauren Rose McGree. Rhys Dafydd William Page. Daniel Phillips. Sophie Ellen Pitcock. Teleri Rees. Madison Roberts. Alice Samuel. Naomi Rebecca Scheid. Donna Tutton. Caitlin Williams. Music, performance and production, Alex Joanne Clark. Callum James Funning. Hayley Elizabeth Smith. For music technology, Carl William Burtonshaw. Elliot James Cadmore. Dylan Clement. Joshua Louise Everson. David Andrew Griffiths. Lee Vincent Hendry. Liam Howells. James Elliott Langston. William Lewis. James Martin. Owain David Roberts. For photography and the arts, Naomi Jane Broom. Melissa Gillespie. Chloe Lee Hughes. Eden Jones. Louisa Page Jones. Jason Anthony Kostromin. Marina Tracy Lennon. Erin Jane Lloyd. Milawin Rai. Dylan Thomas. Lauren Elizabeth Tyler. Rosanna Catherine Clare Wilson. For photojournalism and documentary photography, Benjamin Anderson Watkins. Sarah Asibab. Antonia Osuji. Ellen Jane Sheehan. Alid Francis Williams. For product design, Ethan Alsop. George Edward Anderson. Thomas Jack Edwards. Daniel Hancock. Courtney Jade Hearn. Rhys Kurt Hungerford. Luke John Savini. Gareth Williams. For surface pattern design fashion object, Keely Shea Jacqueline Helen Jarvis. For surface pattern design maker, Alice Court Wills. Georgia Aman. Jacqueline Ann Scarfield. Amanda Sims. Nicole Suter. Hannah Asher. Rhian Gold. Sophie Leanne Jones. Laura Rose Matthias Milsom. Surface pattern design textile for interiors, Chloe Katrina da Costa. Lisa Marie Dunn. Catherine Esau. Alice Fleck. Georgia Harvey. Ryan Miller. Helen Imola Newton. Megan Phillips. And Catherine Angharad Walsh. For transport design, Sean Dowsing. Scott Alexander Hughes. Elliot Thomas Maitland. Joseph Philip Raheem Smith. Benon Celia. Anrhydedus is Ganghellor. Cyflwynodd i ti ddisgyblion o Prifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant, a enillodd radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Science. For Product Design and Technology, Alec Davis. Rodri Howell Davis. Tobias Gleave. Rakita Kaur Graval. Susanna Marika Kubica. Eloise Linnett. Julia Stadnick. And Nathan Warren. Anrhydedus is Ganghellor, cyflwynodd i ti ddisgybl o Prifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd disgrif y ddisg uwch. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a Certificate of Higher Education. Art and Design Foundation, K. Margaret Brown. Anrhydedus is Ganghellor. Cymeradafwyr i ti ddisgybl o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd Diploma y Ddisg Uwch. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I commend to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained a posthumous Certificate of Higher Education, Alan Charles Watley. The Prince's School of Traditional Arts. Anrhydedus is Ganghellor. Cyflwynodd i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd athro yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Arts. Tristan James Lester. Dewi Abertawe Lopez. Xiao Sharma. And Erica Anna Vaz.
Anrhydedus is Ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd athro yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Arts. Abby Marie Davis. Yuan Ellis Williams. Sarah Hook. Matilda Mary McCorran. Emma Jane Rawlinson. Elaine Walters. Michelle Corker. Karen Fisher. Anrhydedus is Ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru a Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd disysgrif ôl-raddedig. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a postgraduate certificate. Louisa Jane Boswell. Leanne Avery. Melissa Calder Matthews. Kerry Deborah Evans. Sharon Phillips. Anodeddus is ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion y Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a nillod disysgrif ôl-raddedig mewn addysg. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have gained a postgraduate certificate in education. Rachel Banks. Letty Chimby. Julie Hockin. Scott Michael Francis James. Sharon Jane Langford. Savannah Lowndes. Jamie Lee Phillips. Alice Silva. Kieran Tompkins. Peter Lee Williams. Anodeddus is ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion y Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a nillod disysgrif raddedig broffesiynol mewn addysg. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have gained a professional graduate certificate in education. Lucy Abrahams. Ruth Amory. Danielle Jade Baskerville. Christopher Charles Connolly. Sarah Louise Dalton. Joanne Davis. Deborah Ann Lloyd. Jonathan Stephen Lowe. Afaf Felshik Abdel Karim Omer. Georgina Louise Payne. Jane Pearson. George Alexander Sandifer Smith. Ashraf Nabil Shahata. Anadeddus is Ganghellor. Cyflwynaf y tŷ ddisgybl o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a nillod disysgrif broffesiynol mewn addysg. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained a professional certificate in education. Kerry-Ann Courtney.
Will all the students that have been presented to the university, would you now please stand so that I can formally admit you to the university? Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf chi eich graddau a'ch diplomau priodol ac I holl freiniau y graddau hynny. Yn enw Prifysgol Cymru, y Drindod Dewi Sant.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac anrydedd a'i Prifysgol a'r gwlad. Croeso I sefydliad graddedigion Prifysgol.
Congratulations, you are now graduates and ambassadors of Wales. Llongyfarchiadau. Please be seated.
Anadeddus is Ganghellor. Cymeradwyaf I ti ddisgyblion y Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant, nad ydynt yn bresennol yn y seremoni hon, ond sy'n gymwys I dderbyn cymwyster. Mae henwau wedi cofnodi yn ganolog. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I commend to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who are not present at this ceremony, but have duly qualified for an award. The names of these students are recorded centrally.
A trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf y myfyrwyr hynny ar gyfer I graddau a'i diplomau priodol yn enw Prifysgol Cymru, y Drindod Dewi Sant.
Anadeddus is Ganghellor. Cyflwynaf I ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a nillodd bursyriau y Brifysgol. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students who have won university bursaries. The Gwobr Hayden John James Leighton am Beintio ac Arlunio, the Hayden John James Leighton Painting and Drawing Award for Undergraduate Prize, Ocean Hughes. Gwobr Dominic Newton am Ysgoliarth. Dominic Newton Studentship Prize goes to Bethan Yates. Gwobr Sefydliad Joseph Herman Cof am Carlin Davis. The Joseph Herman Foundation Award in memory of Carlin Davis goes to Alison Bater. Wober Dylunio Creadigol Sky. Sky Creative Design Award goes to, first of all, Callum Lewis. Emily Marsh. And Katie Jones.
Croeso cynnes i'ch gyd, a warm welcome to you all. My name is Becky Ricketts, and I'm your newly elected Group President and Interim Swansea Campus President for the upcoming academic year. It has been a true pleasure to be one of your elected officers this year in Carmarthen already, and I'm excited to continue the role over the next year as I cling to the student lifestyle for one more time. I am here on behalf of Trinity St David Students' Union to congratulate each and every single one of you on your fantastic achievement. While we may not have had the pleasure of meeting you all in person, please know that we've been working hard behind the scenes to support you and improve your experiences. Whether that be handing out free bananas, coffee and chocolate to help during your exam stress, whether that be writing our annual quality report on elements of the student experience and student mental health, or through your course and faculty representatives letting us know the things that you care about so we could work with the university to change them for the better. Now that you are our newest graduates of UWTSD, things will be just a little bit different. There will hopefully be fewer late nights, furiously printing twinkle worksheets ready for your class the next day. There'll be more time for family, loved ones, and those hobbies that you just maybe couldn't quite find the time for during your studies. There will hopefully be fewer canvases and paint-stained fingers every day. There might even be time for the odd night out here and there as well. However your student life planned out for you, there are a few things that I'd like to share with you in the hope that they stick as you depart from UWTSD into your future. Point 1, continue to care. This year, you have spoken up about the things that matter to you, both as students and as individuals. The Griffin Library, mental health, a people's vote on Brexit, sustainability and period poverty were all student-led issues, and the university have listened and began to make steps forward to improve the experience for years to come. We as a Students' Union were nominated for both Campaign of the Year and Officer Team of the Year by the National Union of Students in Wales, but we absolutely couldn't have done this without your passion, your dedication and your involvement as students. And we don't fight for you, we fight together. Point 2, continue to speak up. As you leave us as successful graduates, I want you to consider the virtues and morals you have kept with us in your time here, standing up for the things that really matter. It has been said before, and I'll say it again. It has never been more important to use your voice and continue to engage with the things that matter and shape our society for the better. Shape the environment, shape politics, shape people, shape the future. As creators and educators, we need you to be leaders and ambassadors and show people that we are a family of graduates that care and we're prepared to act upon it in any way that we can. Speak up for those that cannot and be an advocate for the disadvantaged. Point 3, continue to be yourself. As a union, we are proud to have represented you in all kinds of ways. And as a president and representative, I am so proud to see you sitting before me in your caps and gowns, blossoming into intelligent, confident, and forward-thinking individuals, ready to take on whatever life throws at you. Today is your day to acknowledge your setbacks, but bask in your success. I can say with almost certainty that there will be people in this room that have juggled part-time jobs, children, travelling to university, caring for a family member, poor mental health, and so much more. But despite those, you've done it. You've succeeded, you've crossed that stage and crossed the path into your future, wherever that may take you. For those of you leaving us to venture into the work-filled world, we at Trinity St David Students' Union wish you all the very best of luck. And for those that are going on to further study, we hope to be seeing you after the summer. Congratulations to you all. Wear that cap and gown with pride. And please remember that the University of Wales, Trinity St David, belongs to you. Diolch yn fawr.
Anrhydeddus is ganghellor, gwestion a ffrindiau, mae'n ffrind bersonol y magael cyflwyno doetha Maggie Philbin OBE on Gymrawd heddiw. For many of those growing up in the late 70s and early 80s, Maggie Philbin will always be part of childhood. Saturday mornings on the sofa, a long weekend ahead, still in your pyjamas with a bowl of Cocoa Pops, watching Noel Edmonds, Keith Chegwin, John Craven and Maggie present Swap Shop on BBC TV. Alternatively, she might be part of our collective viewing memory as a presenter of Tomorrow's World, as Maggie fronted the BBC show for 8 years from 1982. You might even remember Maggie demonstrating the first mobile phone, a huge contraption with a battery life of 30 minutes and a price tag of £3,000. More recently, from 2013, Maggie presented the last 2 series of Bang, or Bang Goes the Theory, and hosted a live Tomorrow's World special in November. In fact, Maggie has worked for over 30 years as a science, medical and technology reporter on both radio and television, making the increasingly complex world of science and technology accessible and understandable to the watching and listening millions. She has covered stories all over the world, from earthquake prediction in Iceland to water sanitation schemes in Za'atari refugee camps on the Syrian-Jordan border, to possibly the most dangerous system ever devised for rescuing people from ski cable cars in Switzerland. This commitment to opening up the world of science and technology encouraged Maggie to establish the groundbreaking, award-winning company Teen Tech, co-founded with Chris Dodson in 2008. Teen Tech runs inclusive, structured, and extremely lively initiatives with a supporting awards scheme to help young teenagers see the wide range of career possibilities in science, engineering, and technology. 11 years on, Teen Tech now reaches over 12,000 young people every year, with 75,000 using Teen Tech resources. Fundamentally collaborative in every sense, Teen Tech works with 35 partner universities and over 300 companies. Hundreds of schools participate in the Teen Tech Festival Days, large-scale regional events bringing together students from between 30 to 50 schools across a region with over 140 scientists, technologists, and engineers, all coming together for a day of challenges and experiments. Teen Tech works with numerous stakeholders, including universities, business organizations, and schools, to build sustainable and imaginative programs focusing on regions of significant social need in the UK and Europe. His Royal Highness, the Duke of York, is patron of Teen Tech, and the winners of the annual awards are invited to Buckingham Palace to celebrate their success. Over the last few months, as CEO of Teen Tech, Maggie has been down in Wales, working with various partners to help young people understand their true potential and the real opportunities available in the contemporary workplace. Maggie's commitment to empowering young people began with those early days on Swap Shop, where the children that joined the live show, in the studio, on the telephone, or by post, were central to its enduring success and its resonance with the watching audience. Maggie grew up in Leicester and attended Evington Hall Convent School before studying English and drama at Manchester University. In the sixth form, she studied English, history, French, and German, although were it not for a straight-talking French teacher, Mrs. Roberts, French wouldn't have been an option. Whilst okay at French, Maggie notes the importance of being challenged to really commit to a subject that she didn't find easy. Challenging young people to have the confidence to take a chance and explore those areas of life that might initially seem too difficult or beyond them is a key part of the Teen Tech ethos. She notes, the kids had a stereotypical image of engineers completely reversed through Teen Tech, and the companies were staggered by the enthusiasm and innate talent of the teenagers. The importance of role models and mentors can never be underestimated, and Maggie always acknowledges the risk taken by the BBC producer Rosemary Gill in employing a young graduate as a co-presenter on the flagship children's programme Swap Shop, with the demand that we want you to be yourself, make your own mistakes, not other people's. Giving young people the space to be creative and explore science and technology without fear of failure is a key part of Maggie's philosophy and is critical to the success of teen tech. In her lecture on this subject on BBC Radio 4's programme Broadcasting House, Maggie commented that we talk endlessly about innovation, but we have to do more to inspire teenagers with fresh, accurate images of the contemporary workplace. The vast majority of jobs, even in the near future, will be applications of science, technology, engineering, and math. But at the moment, a generation sits in chains, shackled to the false hope of instant success and a magical belief that either X Factor, the lottery, or marrying a footballer will transform their lives. Maggie's work, both as a broadcaster and as the CEO of Teen Tech, has resulted in a number of honours and awards. She's been recognised with doctorates from De Montfort, Bath, Huddersfield and Solent universities, and is an honorary fellow of Leicester University and Queen Mary's London. Maggie works tirelessly to increase diversity in STEM companies, helping organisations understand that social and ethnic diversity are as important as gender diversity. For 4 years, she was president of the Institute of Engineering Designers and has been patron of the Council of Professors and Heads of Computing for the last 5 years. In June 2016, she was voted Most Influential Woman in UK IT by Computer Weekly and was also named 2016 Digital Leader of the Year. In January 2017, she was awarded an OBE in the New Year's Honours List for her work to promote careers in STEM and the creative industries. Maggie is also patron of the Daphne Jackson Trust, which helps scientists, engineers and technologists who have left the industry return to their careers. Maggie's commitment to young people and to genuinely equipping them for a digital future has been unswerving throughout her adult life. It's a commitment based on care and respect and a belief that empowering young people with the technical knowledge to release their creativity will be both personally and socially transformative. It is with great pleasure that I present Dr. Maggie Philbin to this convocation. An trydyddus is ganghellor, cyflwyna fi ti, doeth y Maggie Philbin OBE yn Gymraeg an trydyddus o Prifysgol hon.
For your creativity.
Wow, that was so lovely. Thank you so much. Borodar. I won't subject you to any more of my Welsh. This is such a proud moment, not only for me, but for my amazing Teen Tech team and for that extended group of companies and universities, which very much includes the University of Wales, because it's only by working together that we can shift the dial. And as you will have noted, my degree is in English and drama. I didn't do a degree in science or technology, and I think probably one of my most key messages today is never, ever allow yourself to be put in a neat little box, because the world is a very big place and it's all yours for the taking. Sitting up here, it has been just fabulous. I mean, what an amazing venue. And looking at this sea of talent in front of me and all of the proud parents and supporters and the people sort of cheering people on, it's absolutely terrific. It makes me remember my own graduation day and the comment that my dad made to me when we left the room, which was, "Gosh, I thought that was never going to end," was actually what he said. But the other thing he said was, "Oh, you were just on the stage shaking a hand and off so very fleetingly, and he'd been struggling to get his camera out and get a decent picture. So that you can get a decent picture, and I'd like all of the graduates to stand up. Find your parents or friends or family. They may be sitting sort of to one side, they might be at the back. But can you just stand up, find them, and then give them a massive round of applause and cheer and just say a massive thanks for everything they've done to bring you to this spot where you are today. So everyone up, find your parents, give them a massive round of applause. Excellent, thanks very much. So that was another photo opportunity. The other amazing photo opportunity, of course, is right out there. You've got the sea. How many places have got the sea after a graduation ceremony? 5 quick tips. You know, the world that you're going to go into is obviously a very different one to the one I went into. I went into a world where there was no internet, no mobile phones. I don't think, to be absolutely honest, any microwaves. So I've no idea how I fed myself through university. But here are a few general things which are really worth bearing in mind. The first being, you will absolutely go so much further than you ever imagine. Life really is out there for the taking, so make sure that you do grab it by the horns and take advantage of every opportunity. So do say yes rather than no, because that tends to take you so much further and leads to other opportunities. My amazing opportunity came when I answered a box-numbered ad, which I thought was a joke. It said, do you want to be a top TV personality? And I was in the middle of my finals, and it was great displacement activity. And much to my surprise, I was trusted with that job, and it really did turn out to be an amazing, life-changing opportunity. And they tend to arise when you least expect them, not when you want them. So grasp the opportunity whenever it's there, because you never know where it will lead. The next thing I think I would always do is ask for help, because in general, people are really happy to give it. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're really well-known, whether it's a friend of the family or whoever. Reach out. And obviously today, through social media and LinkedIn, you've got great ways to connect with people. They're really happy to help, to offer advice. Don't be frightened to reach out. And if their advice in any way comes to fruition, don't forget to say thank you, because I can tell you that thank you goes a very, very long way. They will really remember you then, and they're also more inclined to help others too. And the final thing I would say is be kind, help others, be generous, because that will take you a very long way too. And it's very easy to imagine, well, I'm a new graduate, what can I offer? But you can offer a huge amount. And this is where I'm going to shamelessly use this moment as a recruiting opportunity, because Teen Tech work all over the UK with many different initiatives. As you've heard, we're doing work right here in Wales, but generally speaking, wherever you go, there is a Teen Tech near you. And if you don't think it makes a difference, a quick story about a school not so far from here, Skol Glanymore. They came to our first Teen Tech at the Liberty Stadium. The teacher came for a second year with another group, and she said it was only at that point that she had, and I'm quoting her now, the courage to enter the Teen Tech Awards, where young people develop their own ideas to make life better, simpler, safer, or more fun. So she entered, we found them mentors. Those mentors were local mentors. They were from the university, they were from colleges, they were from local companies. And that meant that those students at Glanymore were not struggling to develop a project on their own. They had help, and they had really inspiring mentors very close to their age. They came through to the final, they won their category, which was the future of transport, they went to Buckingham Palace. And the important thing is that those students themselves, one of the lads who'd never been outside Wales, went on to become Young Engineer of the Year and represented the UK in the States. But most importantly, his teacher really then understood just how amazing her students could be. And she's now advising Wales on their new education policies for science and technology. And that couldn't have happened without the support of mentors. As we've heard, you will see the world in a fresh light. Never lose those eyes, the sense of innovation, the sense that you can change the world, that you can make it a much better place. We ask young people to share their thinking processes when they enter the awards program, and sometimes they're quite interesting. So there was a set of lads from East London, and their first idea was for a pair of boots that meant if they wore them, they could just jump across the road without waiting for the lights to change. Their second idea was for some kind of laser weapon. And then they moved on to a condom that changed colour whenever it came into contact with a specific sexual disease. Needless to say, this was the project that they chose to develop. And it was quite interesting because it did quite literally go viral. They won the category because we knew that they had been like the naughty boys at the back of the class testing their teachers, but despite themselves, by the time they arrived at the Royal Society, what they didn't know about sexually transmitted diseases wasn't worth knowing. And it was a very attractive story, and it didn't matter how much we said to reporters, look, it's a concept, they haven't actually developed this product. That didn't matter. And it was the "and finally" item on over 400 news channels from Brazil to Argentina to India. It was absolutely extraordinary. And when I asked the teacher, because I was a little bit concerned because the press interest, I mean, none of us had ever seen anything like it, she said, oh, well, the only problem they had was that they started off with 6 kids in the STEM group, and now the whole school wanted to be part of it. So on that note, the very best of luck for your futures. It's exciting to see you here and just to speculate on what you might do and the kind of technology you might be doing it with over the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So thank you very much. I'm absolutely honoured. So it's a real delight to accept this from the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, and of course the head of the governors of this university. Thank you all very much indeed. It's an honour. Thank you.
Anrhydeddus Is-Ganghellor, Gadeirydd y Cyngor, Westeion anrhydeddus a chyfeillion oll. Gyda chryn falchder y cyflwynaf y parchedicaf John Davies, Archesgob Cymru ac Esgob Abertawe ac Aberhonddu, I dderbyn doethyr y Brifysgol anrhydedd, a hynny i gydnabod I wasanaeth i'r eglwys yng Nghymru ynghyd â'i arweinyddiaeth ar draws cymunedau ffydd. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, Chair of the University Council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege this afternoon to present the Most Reverend John Davies, Archbishop of Wales and Bishop of Swansea and Brecon, to receive an honorary doctorate in recognition of his services to the Church in Wales and of his leadership across faith communities. Archbishop John was elected the 13th Archbishop since the Church in Wales separated from the Church of England in 1920 in September 2017, and is the first serving Bishop of Swansea and Brecon to hold the post. Archbishop John was born in Newport, Monmouthshire, and educated at Basaleg Grammar School. He graduated in law from the University of Southampton, from where he moved to the College of Law at Chester. He was admitted as a solicitor in 1977, specialising in criminal law, and, after ordination, completed a master's degree in canon law at Cardiff University. Prior to ordination, he was heavily involved in the life of the church at parochial, diocesan and provincial level. Archbishop John left the law to enter the ministry and was ordained in 1984. He served in the Diocese of Monmouth in a variety of rural, post-industrial and urban parishes. And he also served as Diocesan Schools Officer and Officer for Ecumenical Affairs. He was appointed Dean of Brecon in 2000, and during 8 years in that role, oversaw significant improvements to the fabric and liturgy of the cathedral. He was elected as the 9th Bishop of Swansea and Brecon in 2008. Having been the lead bishop for church and society issues, Archbishop John is profoundly interested in matters of social justice and has spoken out on a range of issues, including homelessness and housing, rural problems, organ donation, assisted dying, and the increasing levels of child poverty in Wales. "It's all about justice," he once said. "It's all about real people's lives and about how decisions taken affect them. If people in my position find that decisions being taken bring harm to others, I think we have a perfect right to say, hang on a minute, have you thought this through?" Archbishop John, who is chair of the charity Housing Justice Cymru, says the rise in people sleeping on our streets strikes the heart of how we love our neighbour. He has continuously called for greater joint working between churches, faith groups, the Welsh Government, local authorities and homelessness charities to address the causes of homelessness and to develop ways of supporting people away from rough sleeping. He has also retained a keen interest in issues of crime and punishment, with a particular concern about the treatment and rehabilitation of offenders, the nature of criminality and the effects of poor social and educational standards. Having served as the chairman of the trustees of a large hospice in Newport, he also has a deep concern for the just provision of healthcare, not least for those in the final stages of life. He currently chairs the Ethical Investment Group of the Church in Wales, its international group, and the Wales National Committee of Christian Aid. Following his appointment in 2017, Archbishop John called for the Church in Wales to pause and draw breath. The coming into post of a new Archbishop, he said, is an opportunity for me to say to the very good and very many people that we have as part of our church that we need to take stock. It is not business as usual, he added. Archbishop John's aim is to see the Church in Wales, which celebrates its centenary next year, get out of its comfort zone. Despite the challenges that currently face the Church, Archbishop John is upbeat about the task ahead, saying in a recent interview, "I don't think it's a crisis. I think it's a challenge." Convinced of the importance of change and of rehabilitating the Church in the eyes of the world outside, he said, "If we go on doing what we've always done, the result will be that you get what you've always got." One of Archbishop John's early projects has been the Church in Wales' £10 million scheme launched last year to help its 6 dioceses fund new evangelism projects with the aim of engaging Welsh society with the claims of the Christian faith in vibrant and exciting ways. The fund has provided grants of between £250,000 and £3 million for diocesan projects that focus on people rather than buildings. Archbishop John is also a firm believer in the act of listening, having emphasised on a number of occasions that listening to each other both attentively and respectfully is a key part of our faith and church life. He continuously urges people to commit to the process of listening so that they can walk willingly together, especially when faced with difficult, divisive and challenging issues. Although, quite understandably, the life of an archbishop can be rather tiresome and demanding at times, Archbishop John is able to relax through his involvement in a diverse range of interests and activities. As a former church chorister, organist and choir master, He has a passionate interest in church music, and church music being done well, whether complex musical settings or just simple hymns and songs, believing that it can do much to enhance quality, spirituality, and effectiveness of many an act of worship. He also enjoys a wide variety of music, watching sport, especially cricket, playing golf very occasionally, cooking. I understand that his current specialities are curries and steak pie, and walking. Mewn byd llawn pryder a heriau, byd sy'n bygwth pob math o ddrygau a thrychinebau, byd sydd i raddau helaeth wedi colli golwg ar gariad, goddefgarwch a gwleiddra. Y mae Cymru'n ffodus bod ganddi arweinwyr goleuedig megis Archesgob John, unigolion o ffydd ac egwyddor sy'n barod i godi eu llais i wrthwynebu anhegwch, anghyfartaledd ac anghyfiawnder. It was Harold Macmillan, I believe, who once said that if people want a sense of purpose, they should get it from their Archbishop. They should certainly not get it from the politicians. Today, more than ever, this country is in desperate need of strong leadership. Good, resilient, trustworthy individuals who are willing to stand up for social justice, to challenge wrong, unfairness and inequality, and who have a strong commitment to try and make the world a better place for all of us, where people with deeply held differences can live together in a spirit of love and respect. Throughout his ministry, Archbishop John has shown agile and strong leadership with a genuine sense of purpose. It has not been business as usual under his guidance and leadership. Your Grace, we are greatly indebted to you for your unstinting efforts in refreshing the vision of the Church, in supporting and nourishing the lives of wider society, and in demonstrating time and again your limitless faith in the ability of human beings to be good. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, gyda chryn falchder y cyflwynaf I ti, y parchedicaf John Davies, Archesgob Cymru ac Esgob Abertawe ac Aberonddi, yw dderbyn I radd doethyr y Brifysgol, honoris causa.
Your Grace, on behalf of the people of Wales, we thank you. We salute your ministry.
Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, Honourable Vice-Chancellor, one of the guests, ffrindiau, ladies and gentlemen, friends. My wife and daughter are sat about 10 rows back and were laughing through most of that because particularly in relation to anything to do with physical exercise, they certainly don't recognise it. My immediate predecessor as Archbishop, Dr. Barry Morgan, is sat in the same row, and I doubt whether he recognised a great deal of what was said either, but he's far too kind to say so. All I want to say is, wow, Maggie Philbin. I'm going to have her autograph afterwards. And the other thing I want to say is that all the shoe sellers, or what do they call these days, have made a fortune out of ceremonies like this. There's some most extraordinary shoe wear has passed across us. Well done for managing all of you to actually stay upright. To be invited to receive an honorary award such as I've been invited to receive was an honour. But it was also incredibly humbling, deeply touching, and I want also to say quite exciting. Because from the beginning, Vice-Chancellor, of this ceremony, you have rooted what's happened in aspiration and also in excitement, speaking to the graduands about the wonderful opportunities which their studies and their graduations lay before them. Others have given them significant advice, not least Maggie, who spoke before me. But may I echo one word that she used about what lies ahead. Whatever may lie ahead, whatever may come in your direction, one word might resonate and should resonate throughout what you face, and that is the word kind. Do try and be kind. because what I see of so much of the world these days is a diminishing of kindness. You will, many of you, apply, I guess, for a variety of posts, a variety of employment, a variety of jobs, based on the qualifications which you've so wonderfully achieved. It may be the case that you will apply for 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, even more of those jobs. You may never receive an acknowledgement of anything that you have applied for. You may never receive a kind letter thanking you for what you've done. You may never receive a kind letter saying, sadly, the post has gone to someone else. Try, in the face of disappointments of that nature, to remain kind. And if others cannot be kind and generous and decently mannered, please don't follow their example. I indicated that I thought that today was an exciting opportunity. The last time I stood on this platform, I faced 1,500 members of the Worldwide Mothers Union. And believe you me, facing you lot is a walk in the park compared with them, because they can be pretty militant. But they represented the Christian faith from across the world. Many parts of the world where the Christian faith is actually growing in strength. And growing in strength because it is becoming, I believe, slightly better understood. There are those who subscribe to a caricature of institutional religion, that it affords predominantly elderly people the opportunity to do something for an hour on a Sunday, maybe to the accompaniment of organ music and, on odd occasions, by candlelight. That is not what our faith, or indeed the faith of the other major religions in the world, is about. Our faith and theirs is about human flourishing. Our faith is about opportunity. Our faith is about justice and truth and decency and compassion and goodness, and back to the word I used earlier, kindness. In the citation that appears in the order of proceedings today, it's been said that my award has been for services to the Church in Wales and in recognition of leadership across faith communities. Faith communities are understanding one another better. Faith communities are proclaiming much better what they actually represent and not what those who pervert their faiths represent. Far too often it is the bad news, the sad stories, the dreadful stories about acts perpetrated in the name of religion that disfigure the news, whereas those who hold their faith decently and truly and honourably scarcely get a voice. I'm delighted to have heard what was said in the address before I spoke about the role that I've tried my very best to uphold, to give voice to the voiceless, to speak in the name of social justice, to develop opportunities and projects that are not about ancient buildings, but about community. So I'll end, Vice-Chancellor, if I may, with where you began. You spoke of two things. You spoke of negativity. There's too much negativity around, and we have to combat that. But also you spoke of community. You spoke of the community in this university. You spoke of the communities into which the graduands will go. You spoke of the communities from which we all come. And those are communities which people like myself are called upon and seek to strengthen. For your recognition of our pale, sometimes weak, sometimes faltering efforts, I'm deeply grateful, very humbled, and would say heartily, diolch yn fawr iawn, diolch yn fawr.
Honourable Vice-Chancellor, it's my privilege to present to you persons who are noteworthy and of value to the university, who we are putting forward as professors of practice of this great university. First of all, Professor Neil Barron, an internationally recognised designer, currently runs 2 companies here in Swansea, award-winning visiting professor at the Royal College of Art in disruptive market innovation, as well as visiting professor at Imperial College. Honourable Vice-Chancellor for Services to Innovation and Design, Engineering and the Promotion of Art, Design and Science, Professor Neil Barron. Nicola Davis is a Welsh author whose lifelong love of nature is expressed in her writing, which focuses on the natural world and human relationships with it. She has written more than 60 books for children, fiction, non-fiction and poetry, many of which have been translated and published in more than 10 different languages. Nicola's picture books have twice been chosen as Picture Book of the Year by the New York Times, and she has won the American Association for the Advancement of Science Suber Award for Best Science Book. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, for services to children's literature, illustration and science, Nicola Davis. Jenny Spencer Davis has been a huge supporter of Swansea College of Art and of the university. Former curator of the Glyn Art Gallery, she oversaw the refurbishment of the gallery, which has emerged phoenix-like to be one of the leading regional galleries in the UK. Jenny is highly respected within the art world internationally and has been instrumental in bringing international artists to exhibit at the gallery. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, for services to art in Wales, Jenny Spencer Davis. Edward Thomas, as well as being a fellow of this university, is an award-winning film production designer. In an illustrious career, he has been recognised with BAFTA Cymru and RTS Awards for Best Design, National BAFTA nomination for Breakthrough Talent, BAFTA Cymru Award for Best Design for his work on Torchwood, and for Doctor Who. He also won the Arts and Culture category in the Institute of Welsh Affairs Inspire Awards, and in 2015 won the top vote for Wales Online Arts Power List. He also gets a special mention, Vice-Chancellor, for probably making the most rapid round trip from South Africa to Swansea and back again in about 72 hours. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you for services to film, Edward Thomas. Roger Williams is an award-winning writer and producer working in both Welsh and English languages. His drama series Bang won the BAFTA Cymru Award and Celtic Media Festival Award for Best Drama Series in 2018, work which also attracted a nomination for a Writers Guild of Great Britain Award. Roger has won the BAFTA Cymru Screenwriting Award twice in 2015 and 2010. He has written drama for BBC, Channel 4 and S4C. His first feature, The Feast, is currently in production. He's CEO and founder of production company Joyo and was chair of the Writers Guild of Great Britain from 2012 to 2015. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, for services to independent television production in Wales and contribution to the promotion of Welsh language TV, Roger Williams.
Lord Lieutenant, Lord Mayor, Your Grace, Vice-Chancellor, Graddio. I'm not going to stand here for 20 minutes and just spoil the rest of the day for you. You've had a wonderful celebration, and I think what we've heard today, I'm sure, will be a great help for you in the future. But can I offer my sincere congratulations to you on behalf of the University Council and for your excellent achievements. Just a quick word. David Anderson, who's the head of museums in Wales, received an honorary degree from us last week in Carmarthen, and he said that everybody's individual history makes up the history of Wales. your individual history will now include a degree from this university, the University of Wales, Trinity, St David's. So that will be a part of your history. In years to come, grandchildren will ask, which university did you go to, when you tell them their story. I've got the great privilege of being a grandparent and doing the school run. And I'm sure there are many grandparents here who can echo the similar experience. But on one occasion, the twin boys, who are 9 years of age, asked me, Dickie, what happened in the war? And I said, well, what do you mean, what happened in the war? Well, the First World War. All right, I said. And before they could elaborate on what they meant, he said to me, were you in the First World War? To which I said to them, well, I know I'm old and decrepit, Lloyd and Louis, but I'm not that old. But they were very interested to find out whether the war, which they heard about 100 years ago, the First World War, had any connection with them. And I said, yes, it has. The connection is that your great-great-grandfather was a pilot in the Royal Flying Corps. And they were amazed. Because we need to teach our children the stories which affect our life. Those stories are important. Those stories are very, very important to them, but also to future generations. You've had the privilege of being educated in one of the finest faculties of art and design in the United Kingdom. I'm sure you're grateful to our excellent lecturers for everything they've done to support you. It's your turn now to go out and influence the life stories of other people. So many congratulations. Have a good day. I know you want to go out for lunch and enjoy your time with your family. Have a good time. And many, many congratulations, because you're a credit to yourselves, you're a credit to this university, and you're a credit to our nation. Congratulations.